following podcast is brought to you by Pizzot Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice.
I'll bring it to the people and bring it to the people and bring it to the people, one podcast at a time. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the all-new episode, the newest episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I am your host, Kevin Porter, and we are back again this week to talk about a bunch of shit. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. I just I kind of just wing it every single fucking moment of this podcast, of every podcast I do, dude. It's not about, sitting down in preparation. It's just about going on feeling, going on whim, which not necessarily is the best thing to always do, is to go on feeling. I think sometimes you got to be prepared. Yeah, you got to definitely be prepared in life at some points, but I guess if you're just producing a shitty little podcast out of your garage, I guess you don't really need to plan too much. So it is what it is. How are you, beautiful people out there in podcast land? It's great to be back. Shit, dude, I'm fucking running on fumes right now, man. I swear this week I have got probably, it feels like 2 hours a night. I'm only sleeping 2 hours a night or something, but realistically, I'm probably just sleeping at least 4 or 5. I don't know, dude. I've just been, waking up in the middle of the fucking night. It's like my animals, I don't know, fucking Jessica's, cool, let Henry sleep inside. Let Henry sleep in the room. It's like, I get woken up by, the tiniest fucking movements, dude. I am such a light sleeper. So, I don't know. And then it takes me 10, 15 minutes to fucking fall back asleep. I don't know. Is that insomnia? I don't know. I was on Facebook earlier. I saw somebody post about insomnia, and I never really thought about it. Do I have insomnia? I don't know. My thing is I don't get up though in the middle of the night. I think that's the key. What I need to do is when I do wake up, instead of laying there for 45 fucking minutes and trying to fall back asleep, just get up, get some fucking water, do some push-ups, play some video games, I don't know, go sit down, watch a fucking movie for a few minutes, and just I don't know, at least utilize the time a little bit more, bring out a fucking journal, I don't know. Definitely not sit on my phone for 45 fucking minutes. I swear, it's gotten out of hand this last 2 weeks, dude. These last 2 weeks when I put fucking Instagram back on my fucking phone, I put Twitter back on my phone, I put Facebook back on my phone, I had it down real good, man. I was only accessing Facebook on my laptop, and I was only getting on there on the days that I had to, post things for the podcast and whatnot. And here I am. Oh, we can control it. I have an addictive motherfucking personality, dude, and it's horrible. I don't know why. It's you get that dopamine effect, dude. You just get that dopamine effect, and it's hit me fucking hard lately, dude. I'm just I gotta post all this shit. And, dude, really, it just turns me into a fucking asshole, it feels like, dude. It's fuck you, Facebook. It's why am I grandstanding, posting stuff about my life? Who cares about? No one cares. No one gives a shit about any of this shit, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And, and it's I hate it. I hate to say it. But, personally, it's just looking for attention. That's all it is, dude. You just want to get attention. I don't know. And sometimes it's you get too caught up, in your own head. You feel like you're in your own head too much. So it's talking to other people isn't necessarily a bad thing. Communicating with people isn't a bad thing, but on a fucking app, dude, on your phone, because literally you're not really talking to them. Not in person, at least. It's through the air. It's through Wi-Fi, right? It's what Wi-Fi does. Transmissions translates fucking, I don't know, binary code into fucking letters. I don't know exactly, dude. That shit, I swear, aliens gave us fucking the internet, dude. Aliens had to have given us the internet. It's just within the last 100 years, we get cars, we get TV. What? I'm pretty sure we got refrigerators during this time. I don't know when the fuck did we get refrigerators? That is a good question. Nonetheless, you get the idea, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here go all conspiracy and shit on you guys. I need to have Brandon Allen back on the fucking podcast, so we and him, we Alex Jones episode on Joe Rogan, dude, we got all fucking lit back up about conspiracies. Dude, we're oh shit. And we're we gotta do another episode. We gotta talk about the Greys. We gotta talk about fucking Illuminati. We gotta talk about all that shit, reptilians. But then, we just, life. And Brandon's been on the podcast since, but we just haven't done that specific episode as of yet. So hopefully, down the line we'll get to that one. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good now that I'm actually sitting down recording this fucking opening, dude. I kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't dreading it, dude, but it's just like I said, man, I feel burnt. I was just trying to lay down and like close my eyes for a little bit. And it's like, again, like that that fucking whatever triggers your brain. You're like, grab the phone. It's like, oh, listen to a podcast, listen to music, listen to this, like do everything on your phone. It's like, fuck you. I want to fucking smash you, man. I'm fucking done with it, dude. I'm done with it. So I deleted Instagram, I deleted Twitter, I deleted Facebook off my fucking phone. Like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm planning on it. Hopefully next week when I come back on the fucking show, God willing, we're back next week. We're able to say that we were successful and that I'm only accessing those things on my laptop. Because I think if we can just limit it, because like it's like honestly, what the fuck do I need to be on there for? Okay. Like, okay, it's cool to post shit, for comedy. It's cool to, obviously you got to post shit for this fucking, the show and stuff. So it's just like, dude, as long as I can just get on there, when I'm needing to, then there should be no other reason to be on there. Cause like, dude, I hate that mindless scrolling. It's like, oh, what's next? It's like, you're like constantly like feeding for something, your brain's like digging and like, it makes concentrating on the things pretty fucking hard sometimes, I don't know, if like you try to sit down and like watch a TV show, it gets boring pretty quick, dude. Me and Jessica were talking about this shit fucking last week, and when we were driving up to Tacoma, dude, we're sitting there, it's hard, man. And like, I think she may, good thing she doesn't fucking listen, but she has it a little bit, I don't know. It's just like we talk about it, but then like, I don't know. I don't see her be like, all right, I'm giving it up. It's like, hey, maybe we should both give it up. Like, let's pick up reading books again. Like, I just got a new book this last weekend. I read like 30 pages. Again, like, I tried to be like, oh, fuck you, Instagram. I'm able to put it down and shit. But I don't even like it. I don't even like it being around it. I don't even like it. It's like, I guess if I have to have it for, podcast purposes and like to promote whatever, it's like, and again, nobody gives a shit. What the fuck? Like, why do I care? Why the fuck do I care? I don't care, but I do care. It's fucked up. Because you do care, and it's just like, it is what it is. I mean, it's just one of those things you can't like focus on, It's like I'm sitting here dwelling about it just because, like, again, it was like, just within my bloodstream now. It's like, fucking, oh, my mind's all trained. It's like, get on that fucking cell phone. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Do I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes? A little bit. You get in these little moments of rants. You just don't know where they're going. I don't know, guys. So what's up with you? Too bad I can't, like, be like, oh, interesting. Really? Oh, shit. Well, gee golly darns, guys. Come on. Get it together. So yeah, I'm just hopefully going to take it easy the next 4 fucking days. I'm lucky I got 4 days off from fucking work. So I'm pretty excited for that. I just want to sleep and gain my fucking bearings back, dude, because I feel like this whole summer has been nonstop, and it's just been grinding, dude. I haven't had a vacation in like over a fucking year, and I think it's starting to hit me the last couple of weeks, dude. I've been fucking irritable again, and like, I've been managing it decently because I've been fucking working out, and I really think, the working out an hour a day or whatever, like 3 to 4 days a week or whatever it is really, staving off, it's staving off weight gain because I'm eating like crap. It does help me, getting all the bullshit out. So it's like, it's not to say I've been miserable the last couple of weeks, but you just find yourself just like, fuck, dude, I just want some time off, dude. I just want to like chill. I want to like not have to, okay, I'm going to do 20 fucking million things in one day. It's like, just want to like sit on my couch and not do a fucking thing. I just like, I feel like I never get to do that. And then like, especially with like just getting back on the fucking, social media, just like that takes over everything. It's just like, I'm not enjoying life. I'm not enjoying the things I want to enjoy. Like, I want to watch movies. I want to fucking, play some video games, I want to like at least enjoy that. And like, dude, my plan is this weekend, I'm getting a bike finally, okay? I'll let you guys in. My plan is, with my payday, I'm getting a fucking mountain bike. So Jessica just got a bike, and then, the kids obviously have a bike, so I want to go fucking ride my bike. I want to go ride my bike, dude. Like, I just want to get out and do shit, and I'm just, man, I just don't want to be cooped up, dude. I just want to, like, again, like, I don't know. I'm sick of fucking tired of the daily grind, and it's like, I don't know. It kind of just drags you down, dude. You know, and it sucks. You got to pull yourself out of it every single fucking time. And it sucks every time, you know, but this time I don't think it's as bad as what it has been in the past. But again, you know, we got 4 days to recharge our batteries. So again, I deleted all those fucking stupid apps off my fucking phone. And here we are, dude. Thursday. It's a brand new fucking day. We're going to take advantage of this day, dude. Be fucking positive as shit, dude. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking rock and roll these next 4 days. You know, like I'm looking forward to it. Kyle Wilson, congratulations. You're getting married on Saturday, sucker. Fuck. Took you long enough, bitch. Shit, dude. Congratulations are in order to you and Nicole, obviously. Kyle, go check out episode 100. He was my guest on episode 100, which I'd wanted Kyle to be on the show since like day one, dude. He should have been on within the first like 20 episodes, if not, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we didn't start off with guests on here and shit. But we finally made that happen, and yeah, so I'm going to his wedding on a Saturday. So we are getting out of the house for that. So that's going to be nice. But, you know, Friday, dude, I just want to fucking chill, dude. I'm just going to fucking sleep in as late as I want. If I want to sleep until 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon on Friday, I'm going to fucking let myself do it, dude. I'm going to recharge my fucking batteries, recharge my fucking mind, dude. Ugh. I hate letting myself go like this, dude. It's just, it doesn't feel fun, you know? You just feel like you're fucking run down. You're tired all the time. I'm like trying to like stay awake. You know, it's like, again, I'm going to bed at like midnight. I'm not like, that's the one thing I need to be doing is like concentrating on my sleep, dude. I think that's the only reason I'm feeling like shit. It's just because of the lack of sleep, dude. Just lack of fucking sleep. So I just got to get my shit together on that sense. So again, I'm just going to let myself sleep as long as I fucking want on Friday. And then, dude, yeah, we got Saturday, we got Sunday, we got Monday, and I'm just going to chill, dude. I'm going to chill. I'm not going to worry about anything. Got a fucking chill podcast to record. Fuck, I'm starting to like think now. It's like this weekend. It's like, well, shit, we got a bunch of fucking wrestling coming up. Oh shit, dude. For you listeners of the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast, actually, I guess I'm going to be watching a lot of professional wrestling, which that's fine, dude. Like, I like watching wrestling. So like, again, like if I get to sit down, chill, fucking like the weekends where I've had these jam-packed weekends before with professional wrestling, and like, dude, those weekends are always fucking sweet as shit, dude. You know, so, you know, we're going to get to watch Ring of Honor and NXT and, you know, SummerSlam, dude. And G1 finals are on Sunday, so I don't know, dude. I really could stretch it, and we could throw in a special, dude. But that's like fucking 6 episodes. You hear I'm all talking about being chill. It's like, no, motherfucker, you got work this weekend. But, dude, that's work I want to do. That's what I'm talking about. It's like that daily grind. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that daily grind. I want to do this grind, dude. I want to grind myself out on podcasts and chilling with people and talking and you know, entertaining, quote unquote. I say that loosely. But nonetheless, you get the idea, you know, like we're producing, you know, something, we're putting it out in the universe, and like that's the type of shit I want to do. I want to make more videos and shit, dude. Like I want to go out and like videotape stuff and like, you know, do and have fun things with that, dude. Like I want to hang out with my kids. I want to like live off my own shit. It's like, you know, careful what you wish for. It's like I've really kind of worked myself into a pretty decent situation where I'm at. So it's just kind of like one of those things that, you know, like you're thankful as fuck for what you have, and it's like you know you worked hard to get there, but at the same time it's like, damn, dude, if we had to start all over and we're able to like work for our fucking selves and just like, and who's to say you can't do that eventually, but it's just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm not making money off this shit anytime soon, so it's like something's got to pay the bills. And unfortunately where I'm at, again, it's a good situation, so it's like, it's, you know, I've been in way worse situations financially in regards to income. So again, you know, we thank God and we thank our lucky stars, man, that we're here where we are. But nonetheless, you know, it's just like, damn, dude, if you could, you know, tweak this, tweak that. I think a lot of people would be a lot happier if they didn't have to do that daily grind. I think a lot of us would be definitely in better headspace. Again, I'm not saying I'm in bad headspace or anything, but again, dude, like I think everybody's affected by this shit, dude. It's just, again, I hate to keep saying it, but the daily grind. I mean, I don't know any other fucking way of saying it, but again, that's life, I guess. You know, it's what we've come to know as life. Unless this is all just like, you know, the Matrix and shit. We're like plugged into some sort of virtual reality fucking thing. And we're just like all of a sudden unplugged. Ah, shit. It's like fucking aliens or something. You're like, you're in outer space. What? What's outer space? Sigourney Weaver's all hanging out like, hey, man, calm down. You're going to be okay. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know, but that's life right now. Feeling pretty good. We're going in this weekend fucking strong, dude. Yeah, shout out to fucking everybody last week that checked out the episode with Danny Thompson. That was a fun episode, dude. Big, strong turnout at Bill's on this past Tuesday. Dude, lots of great talent in this fucking town, dude. I go to these events, and the people that you meet, it's definitely my pleasure to definitely be there and shake hands with people and just like get to know people and shit. It's like I was able to book out 2 guests coming up, dude. So here in the next month, dude, we're gonna have 2 brand new people that have never been on this podcast, and it's gonna be badass, dude, because they're fucking hella cool people. So I guess, that's one thing I'm just grateful for. I'm grateful for the community of people that I do surround myself with. I think like there's like, again, lots of fucking talented individuals that I'm able to surround myself with and shit. And it's just fun I don't know. I really do enjoy getting out and talking to people, like for, just bullshitting, just like getting stoned and talking. I don't know, cause like, yeah, it's good. It's good shit, man. But yeah, no, dude. So my set, I would say I bombed fucking, I bombed pretty fucking hard. Like out of the gate, dude, I had a couple good jokes. I definitely finished. I felt, cause like I kind of pushed the envelope a little bit, I don't necessarily venture off into this land of jokes, but like, like with certain events that have taken place here recently, I felt like, like working out on Monday or on Tuesday, I was like, oh shit, like, I have this one joke that I always do. It's the one Danny was talking about AK-47s and shit. So I kind of tweaked that one a little bit. Went into a pretty dark fucking area, especially considering today's headlines and whatnot that are out there. And yeah, I knew what was coming. I knew that the potential of it was either going to hit really hard or it was really going to be a shit show. And I don't think it was any either. I think it was pretty lackluster reaction. I think if like I probably wouldn't have, if I would have done without the AK-47 joke and just went into my closer, which was a joke about Grand Theft Auto. So I probably should have just stuck with that one little sentence, not pushed it. I probably pushed it a little too far. But with that being said, I mean, I'm retiring that AK-47 joke. Is officially retired. Moving forward, I kind of felt bad a little bit. Like I woke up this morning kind of like, not with like anxiety, but it's like kind of like questioning it. It's like you kind of double guess yourself or whatever. Like, oh, should I pushed it that far? Should have I said that? But it's like it's comedy though, right? I mean, like it's either it's all funny or it's not that funny. So I had a pretty good conversation with somebody online about it today. Kind of just talking about the situation, and he's like, it's if you put it on the table, it's right at that edge, dude. And I 100% agree. It was like right fucking there, dude. It's like, but I don't know. I just like the idea is whether or not they were funny or not. That's left up to one's own eyes upon the scenario and the jokes and whatnot. I don't think they were the funniest thing ever either, but I thought they were clever enough to at least go on stage with, I didn't think they were that bad. And my delivery all night, actually, that was the one thing going into it that I noticed listening back to my audio from last night, was my delivery was pretty decent outside of like the first joke. Like I kind of like flubbed a little bit, which it wasn't even flubbed, but I kind of stuttered. I caught myself stuttering a little bit on it. And I gave the line and it got a decent reaction. So all in all, I mean, I thought my delivery was pretty decent for the most part. But with that being said, I mean, the subject matter, I mean, it's, But again, like, I don't know. I listen to podcasts and I listen to professional fucking comedians talking about, when September 11th happened and this and that, people fucking say dark fucking shit on a fucking stage, dude. Dave Chappelle fucking says it best, dude. We should be, saying fucked up shit, dude. Like there's, we're comedians. I mean, that's what we do. You push the fucking envelope and, sometimes you're going to piss some people off, and I guess you learn lessons from those situations. Will I ever make a comment about something of the nature of what had happened here recently? It's like, probably not, but I learned from it, and again, I acted on instinct. It was like, as a comedian, it was like, this is decent enough to take. Let's, again, like, it is what it is, and let's just do it and see what kind of reaction we get. And so I'm good. Because I knew immediately that I would have to do this and just get off stage. Like, there's no way I'm going to stand up on there, because it's either like it's going to hit hard and it's going to get a good reaction because it's going to be mixed no matter what. Like, I knew it was going to be mixed, but like I was hoping to get a little bit better of a reaction, which unfortunately I don't think I did, but I was able to power through it and just throw it straight to my, oh, Kevin Porter, see you guys fucking later, and get off stage. And, and then like people clapped. So that was good. I mean, I've gotten off stage when people haven't clapped, that's a pretty shitty fucking feeling. So I'll take that victory. Sure. But then I kind of heard some people in the back. I don't know who the fuck they were. I don't really care either. But like there was a couple light boos, and I was like, yeah, I probably deserve that. But it's funny. Like, fuck it, dude. Like, fuck it. It's comedy, and it is what it is, man. Am I gonna do it again? No. So we learned our lesson. So at least unless it's funny, and if I can come up with something funny to say about an actual fucking tragedy, fuck it. Say it. It's comedy. Kevin Porter can't always hide behind comedy. It's like, I think we can. I mean, that's what we do, right? I was trying to think of like what the fuck Dave Chappelle said. It's but it's just pretty much comedians are supposed to say fucked up shit, and I don't know, man. You'll listen. I don't know. I started thinking about it, and again, like I woke up, like a little bit of anxiety. I was like, oh shit, should I have said that? Should I have said that? And then like I'm pretty much throughout the morning I'm just able to like calm myself down in that shit, and it's because it's just like. We said way more shit on our podcast. Well, dude, that In the Mouth Madness podcast, dude, that is mature content left and fucking right, dude. So, definitely not the worst things I've ever said in my life. So that's good. That's good. But with that being said, it's a fun podcast. You guys should totally check it out. Roadhouse, dude. Fucking Predators are like most downloaded episode right now, dude. Out of all those podcasts that we've done for those movies, if you got Predator, sync that shit up, dude. Hell yeah. So yeah, with that being said, guys, today's podcast is a pretty fucking badass one, dude. Again, we got Darrin Foglesong, coming back for a fourth time on the podcast that no one listens to. So me and him recorded on Monday, and way too hot in my office. So we sat out on my picnic table, and, I had a real shit day that day, dude. I had a real shit day on fucking Monday. So, I decided like I was gonna fucking get a 6-pack, and so we sat down and shared a 6-pack, and we fucking conversed for however long it was. I don't even know. I didn't even keep track of the time. But when I looked down at the timer, the bars or whatnot on GarageBand here, I was able to see that. Yeah, I think that's normally how long I usually go. Like 45. Felt like it definitely was at least 45 minutes. I don't know, longer than that. I think like longer than an hour. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't keep track of time very well sometimes. But yeah, dude, with that being said, dude, we sat down, we had some fucking beers, and we just shot the shit. Shot the shit, guys. No. We shot the shit there for however long that we did, dude. I always love fucking have Darrin on the fucking podcast, dude. He's definitely a guy that like I feel like I haven't, I feel like, every time we get to hang out, we learn a little bit more about each other and shit. It's the person I've never it's not like we've been best of friends or anything like that. So it's cool. Again, I talk about using this podcast to get to know people and shit. And I feel like, yeah, dude, the last 2 years, man, just like bringing on various people on multiple times on here, it's cool to get to know these people and to share that experience with the world and whatnot. And I don't know, dude. I'm pretty much just fucking rambling at this point, dude. I'm sweating so fucking bad. I smoked a joint before I started recording this shit, so I'm feeling pretty high. Again, I'm tired. My body's needs to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep for fucking 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, with that being said, I give you Darrin Foglesong.
All aboard!
What's up, Darrin Foglesong?
What's up?
Welcome to the podcast that no one listens to. We're sitting outside.
I feel like we said that already today.
We have. It's our third time saying it, considering we did a mic check inside the office, and like currently in Yakima, Washington right now, it's like 100 degrees, or it was 100 degrees
feels
today.
Good now.
Yeah, it feels good sitting outside, but we're doing the mic check in there. I just started sweating, dude. I was out there for like 45 minutes, so I was just like, you know what, we're gonna be sitting here for like an hour. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and sweat for fucking, let alone have you sweating there,
Yeah.
So welcome to the podcast that no one listens to, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for the beer.
Yeah, dude. I told you, man, there's a story behind these beers today. So my son's going on like a 2-week trip to Wisconsin, like with this it's kind of like Boy Scouts. It's this thing called Pathfinders.
Okay.
And so like they're doing this like 2-week long trip to Wisconsin for this like big jamboree that they do like every fucking 5 years. And so like today they tell us, like you think about it, the kids are looking forward to this shit all fucking summer, right? All summer my kids been talking about this. So the day finally shows up, dude, they're like, yeah, be there at 5. We get there at 5, dude. Like, these people are notoriously fucking late, dude. So as soon as I pulled up at 4:30, I was like, you know what? So I bet these motherfuckers are gonna be late. Because, like, the whole plan was we were going to drop him off, and then me and my wife and my youngest were going to go to get Mexican food. And I was like, I had a shit fucking day, so I'm going to have a fucking beer, dude. And I felt robbed because then I had to fucking leave to come here, so I was like, you know what, we're just going to get a 6-pack. I don't even give a fuck. I was going to have 1 beer, but now I'm going to have 3. Fuck you guys. But yeah, man, fucking hey, dude. Welcome to the show, man. What have you been up to?
Oh, working. Just played our first show over on the west side, Doll Steaks. That was fun.
Yeah, I saw the pictures in Tacoma.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, it seems like everything's like going out of Tacoma these days.
No, so everyone in Tacoma was telling me that everyone from Seattle, they're all moving over to Tacoma.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what they said.
What? Is it just like cheaper rent
I'm
over
sure
there?
it's cheaper.
Like,
It's gotta be. Can't be more expensive than
my
Seattle.
God. Seattle's ridiculous, dude. We went up there a couple weeks ago, and yeah, dude, just like going out for breakfast is like minimum $50.
Yeah.
2 people.
That's
minimum
crazy.
50 fucking bucks. Are you kidding me? But yeah.
Yeah, no, I just went licensed my car, and the guy in there was telling me to license a truck in Seattle is $500.
$500 to license a truck?
Mhm.
Jeez. No wonder everybody's moving out there, dude.
Yeah.
Moving out of there, I
Yeah.
should say. Yeah. I can't stand that place more than a day.
And I used to love Seattle.
Yeah.
I always wanted to live there, and now I go there and I'm like, what? This is kind of a shithole. It's big, there's a lot to do, but it's
Yeah.
kind of shitty.
Well, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so expensive,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I don't know. I do like the aspect, though, of just being able to, like, go see shows whenever.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, like, the most aspiring thing of why I would want to live in Seattle is, like, you can, if you're in a band or you're, like, you know, like me, like, you know, do stand-up comedy and shit, it's like, you do stand-up comedy, like, every single night of
Yeah.
the week, dude.
Different place, too.
Yeah,
Where
different-
here, it's the same places
Yeah.
over and over.
We're lucky we have 2 comedy open mics now, dude.
Oh, are you guys doing it back at Sports now that they're open?
Nah,
again?
dude, we're moving it to Bill's, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
This dude, Danny Thompson, kind of like took the ball and is running with it, I guess, at this point. And he went and talked to Bills, and yeah, they're interested. So starting tomorrow, technically it'll be 2 days after this comes out, or 2 days before. But yeah, we're doing open mic there. So I haven't done stand up in like at least a month and a half, it seems like.
Yeah.
And the last time I did it, dude, I just ate shit. Like, it was bad.
Last time I saw you, you were funny.
Not this time.
Yeah.
It was all like new material, so I'd never done it out in public or anything, so it's just, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I put together my set today, and I was like, all right, we're gonna hit this shit 2 nights a week, dude. I can start doing this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I still got to get up there and do it.
Gotta
I have
come out,
ideas.
dude.
I'm too busy to.
Yeah.
You know, they're just up in my head. I haven't
Yeah.
like thought about them any
'em
further
out.
than
What I do, dude, I just like, I don't know, like, I'm not really good at writing like a long paragraph, like monologue type shit or anything. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not there. So like what I do is just write like little lines and kind of just like either add or take away from them or anything like that, you know. That's kind of my whole take on it. But I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun just to get up on stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was your experience up at Tacoma, dude?
It was fun. A lot of fun. Our drummer was missing for the first when we were supposed to go on.
Okay.
So it was. I checked the time. It was 5:48. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, I'm gonna go out and smoke a cigarette real quick. We went on at 6. I'm like, I got time. I'm gonna run out and smoke a cigarette. He was in there when I went out to smoke a cigarette. I come back and the guy's like, all right, you want a sound check? And I'm like, yeah. We get up there and he's like, where's the drummer? And I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Looking for him for 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
Looking for him in the bathrooms. Looking for him. Yeah, all over. He was sitting in someone's car listening to music.
He's like, you know, we have a show coming
Yeah.
up right now. Where'd you guys play at?
It's called The Valley.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. It was a double show. We played early. There was
Okay.
one show 6 to 9 and then another one later at night.
The same place?
Yeah.
That's
And
what's up.
the one later at night, the place was packed. When we were playing, it was like the other bands watching us. That's it.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's kind of, was it like an all age type thing? They do,
No,
like,
no, it's at a bar.
Well, like, why did they do 2 shows then? Just for
I don't know why they
their
did two.
crowd?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that Ballbag had the show later on in the night, and I don't know why. I almost saw it as one long show
Yeah.
rather than 2. It was like a 6,
Yeah.
6-band show rather than just 2, 3 bands.
Well, it's cool to like get a run through your set twice, you know.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get to.
You didn't.
No, we only played once.
Oh, you only played once?
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck? I thought you guys played twice.
No, I wish. I wish we would have played to the later crowd.
Yeah. It's like just the bands were watching you guys.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know, sometimes I don't know. It sucks when like nobody shows up to
Yeah,
shit. Dude.
it's whatever though. It's almost like driving a long
Yeah.
way for practice.
No shit, right? It just basically, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's different surrounding, different, place to fucking check out and stuff. So, did you guys get like good beer? Did they hook you guys up with beer or anything? Or?
We got 2 free beers each.
2 free beers?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they had all right beer selection.
Was it mainly just like Rainier, Pabst?
Yeah,
or,
of course. You know, it's a little dive bar.
Just a little dive bar.
Yeah. They had like 2 good IPAs.
I like dive bars.
I do too.
I don't know. I don't get to go to the bars here too often, but I don't know. I always liked Brews and Q's.
Yeah, it's fun.
I always enjoyed that place.
I go to Brews and Bill's. It's about the only places I go in town. If I want to play pool, I go to Little Dutch.
Oh, Little Dutch is a good place.
Yeah. It's free pool.
Yeah. And we're like watching this bee hover around the fucking microphone because you're like, I'm fucking allergic to bees, and then we have like a bee thing. Like,
I'll be all right.
all right. Well, hopefully I get stung if anything. I think he's just like smelling the beer around us or something. Or he's like,
That's good.
yeah, he's
good stuff.
Good stuff, dude. It's good stuff. So I don't know, dude. I haven't had a fat tire, dude, like in years.
I haven't either.
Yeah. It's like I was telling you, dude, like this is the first time having beers on the podcast, and I don't know, I'm 1 beer in, I'm feeling pretty good,
Yeah.
man.
I drank Fat Tire when I first started getting into good beer, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just easy. It was everywhere.
Yeah. It's real smooth.
Yeah.
I always liked I don't know, like I know everybody's like IPA this, IPA that, but like I have always enjoyed like a Hefeweizen or a pale ale of any kind. I've always thought those were
Hefeweizen's good, especially when it's hot out and
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
yeah, summer beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, dude, it's just so many fucking breweries around here and shit, dude. Like now that I like have beers, and it's like, man, I need to like venture out,
Yeah.
go
I
have
think
some beers.
Cowiche Creek right now is killing it with their beers. So every one I've had from them is really good.
Which one's Cowiche Creek?
They have the Tiny Dog. It's a session IPA. They had I don't know, man. Their brewery's beautiful.
Is it over
too.
on
It's-
Fruitvale?
No, it's out in Cowiche.
Oh,
It's-
that what they serve pizza and shit, right?
No. Maybe they do now.
Is it Nat Cheese?
My parents do a lot of their
Okay.
with their barbecue business. They do a lot of events out there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's beautiful. It's right on his property too. Like he already owned the.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he already owned the property because his house is right up the hill, and then he just built
Nice.
his brewery right there.
And that,
It's beautiful
you
scenery
said it's Nat
too.
Cheese?
No, Cowiche.
Fuck.
Right
Okay.
through the canyon.
Never mind then. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different place.
Oh, there's one, the Nat Cheese one too.
Yeah.
I can never pronounce it right, but yeah, there's that one too. There's all, like you said, there's breweries all over the place, and I've hardly gone to any.
Yeah.
And I love beer.
I love beer too, man. Fucking like but it's like all across the country and shit, dude. It's like it's not just. I remember like drinking in high school and getting first like introduced to like microbrews, and it was like. It was one of the greatest things like that I can romanticize, about my my teenage years and shit, dude. Is like finding microbrews, dude, and like, what was it? I mean, Fat Tire was one, Full Sail was another.
First I ever had was Moose Drool.
I remember fucking Moose.
Stole it from my dad, and I don't think I liked it as much as I pretended to like it back then, because it was all PBR and Busch Light and everything back then.
Did you ever drink like Ice House?
Yeah.
Oh god, fucking Ice House, dude. I remember that's how I found met my wife, was drinking Ice House one
Yeah.
night. We used to drink it because it was like so much like alcohol content.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I used to get that, and Keystone Ice too. I would get Keystone Ice just because of the alcohol content. Could barely put that shit down, but
Keystone. I remember they had like a dark version of that, and it was like I remember that being like the grossest fucking beer that I've ever fucking had. It was a Keystone-ish beer, but it was like a dark Keystone. I forget the fucking name of it.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah. It's pretty gross. All that fucking gut rock, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I look back, and I don't know. You always hear people, and I say this like a million fucking times on this fucking podcast, dude. Or at least it feels like I've said it a million times in real life. But like, I always hear people talk about like high school. It's like, oh, I miss high school. It's like, I don't fucking miss high school.
I hated high school. I hated it so much.
You had to get somebody 21 to buy you beer, 18 to buy you cigarettes.
My parents bought me beer. And I didn't want, it's funny, they would let me drink, but I didn't want them to know I smoked, so I would steal cigarettes from my mom, but then like, hey, can you guys buy me beer? And sometimes they're like, no, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go find someone else then.
Like,
fine, okay, I'll go get it.
Do they let you drink it at home?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was usually the rule. I had to drink it at home.
Yeah.
Couldn't leave.
That's what my mom basically did too.
Yeah. One time I did leave, and all I did was go to 7-Eleven with a friend to get a Slurpee. I wasn't driving. She wasn't drinking.
Right.
I didn't even get out of the car, and when I got home, I got in so much trouble for leaving the house. Yeah.
Shit. It was like, fuck, she's not drinking. Like, what's the fucking big deal? No big deal.
Well, back then I didn't think so. Now, as a parent, I get it. I'd probably be mad too.
Yeah.
Like, these are the rules, and you're gonna break them. Luckily, they still bought beer for me because I don't know if I would for my kids. I'd be like, nope, deal's done.
Like, you had one fucking chance, dude. Yeah. You had one fucking chance and you guys blew it. I don't know if I would buy I don't know, man. Like, I thought about that. Like, am I going to let my kids, like, drink at home or anything like that? Like, I don't know.
The way I see it, and I think my parents were the same way, is they're going to do it anyway. You may as well provide a safe environment for them.
Right.
I don't think there's any magical age. I've talked to people who are like, oh, yeah, once my kids are 16. It's kind of maturity level, and no teenager's mature enough to drink, really, but there's still...
Well, it's like, you don't want to, like, be like that parent that's like, oh, if I catch you, you're fucking brimstone is in fire and shit, dude. Like, I think, like, like what our parents did and shit is, like, normalizing it. It's like, hey, it's okay to have a couple beers and hang out. Don't drink to excess every single night, but, it's okay.
And they'd never buy us liquor either. No liquor.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, my aunt used to buy us all liquor, dude. Like, she was it was my Aunt Mary, dude. And it was technically my mom's aunt, so she was like in her 60s.
Great aunt or whatever.
Yeah,
then,
so it was my great aunt. She was like my grandma's sister, and like she used to live with us like right before she died. It was like, I don't know, it was like a year before she died, and she used to like. She was a recovering alcoholic, but then she started drinking again, and my mom's kind of fucking like an enabler in that sense. So like, she would hit like Trent. You remember Trent? Yeah. Yeah, like we'd be at my house and shit, and Trent was 21 at that time, so like she'd give us like enough money to go buy our own bottle and go buy her a bottle and shit, and we just that summer, dude. Like I was like 19, dude. It was like right before I had my first kid. It was like just we drank so much liquor that year, that summer, dude.
Man, I can't drink liquor anymore. I'll take a shot every now and then, but the last time I got real drunk on liquor, I ended up... Last thing I remember is taking a shot in the kitchen.
Oof.
Next thing I know, it's 7:30 in the morning. I have to work at 8. It's 7:30 in the morning. My daughter wakes me up.
The worst.
And I look up at the clock. I feel like I may have told the story on
No, I don't think so. I don't remember this
one. Okay. Anyway, so I look up. My daughter comes and wakes me up. I look up at the clock and see that it's 7:30. Time for me to be leaving the house. And I'm like, oh, I got to get ready for work. Panicked, but trying to not show my daughter that. And I go to sit up off the couch, put my feet down, and it's all wet. And my socks are sitting on the floor. And I'm like, what the hell? Who spilled something and didn't clean it up? I was in a rush, so I still didn't clean it up. I go upstairs. Holly's already in bed. Or still in bed, and I go upstairs, and as soon as I walk into the bedroom, do you remember pissing all over the floor last night? I'm
Is
like,
that what she
what?
said to you?
No, not at all. And then it all just clicked, like, that's what I put my feet in.
Oh, no.
Apparently, I took that shot. A few minutes later, I went and sat down on the couch, fell asleep, and stood up, went and leaned against the wall and started pissing all over the place. My guitar amp was there, my computer... Everything, just pissing all over the floor.
Oh, no.
I guess she was yelling at me like, hey, what are you doing? You're pissing on the floor.
And
And that's exactly what I was doing. And I don't know if I was like blackout, didn't know what I was doing, or if I was like, this is going to be funny. I'm going to piss all over my floor in front of everyone. Both are possible.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, those are the best stories. Fuck, dude. But I hate that, though. Like, waking up, though, and, like, you got to go to work hungover. Those are the worst,
I was still drunk when I got to work. I ended up leaving later that day. About 2 hours into work, I started puking and trying to tough it out, and then I couldn't, so I went and found my boss. I was the boss, but I had to find my boss and tell him, I was like, hey, man, I just threw up a few times. I think I'm going to have to go home. He's like, well, it's too busy right now. Go sit in the office for a few minutes and see if you feel better. So I go down there, almost pass out. He comes down a few minutes later, and he's like, so did you go out drinking last night?
Oh, no.
And I was like, no, I was at home.
Drinking?
I was, but yeah. Then I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just don't feel good. And he's like, because when you came in this morning, you started chugging water like you were up all night drinking. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not it.
Did you just end up sending you home then?
Yeah, then he's like, go ahead and go home. I'll cover the rest of your shift.
Well, at least he let you go home and shit. That's good. I remember one time, dude, going out, like, it was because Brandon Allen quit drinking back in the day, dude. He quit, I don't know, like 5 years or some shit, dude. And like the night he relapsed, I was with him, and like we just like tore the town up, dude. Just like getting wasted and shit. I had to work the next morning at 11, and so I go to work, and I just remember fucking this was like 5 years ago at this point, but like I remember fucking just drinking like some sort of like one of those Mountain Dew energy drinks, or maybe it was Gatorade. I don't know. I think I was drinking Gatorade throughout the day. And fucking, I was at a stoplight because I was coming back to the store, and I just remember opening my door and just fucking puking all the fucking Gatorade up, dude.
Yeah.
Many a mornings, many a nights going to work fucking hungover, dude. It's just one thing like I'm glad, like, for the most part I avoid. I haven't gone to work hungover in a good amount of time.
I haven't really either. I try to not get too drunk ever anymore,
Yeah.
not even from beer.
It's
A few times a year I get pretty wasted, but
yeah.
not often.
Yeah. I don't know if Eric told you about our trip to Portland. Did he tell you about that? Going to the strip clubs and all that shit? Yeah, fucking. I know I've talked about it on the podcast, but like, dude, that was the most wasted. I remember just waking up that morning, dude, hung over, and just smelled like ass in our room, dude. It was just fucking bad. I was like, oh my god, sick to my stomach, dude. So fuck.
Those Portland strip clubs are cool though.
Yeah, they fucking are, dude. I would say like they're probably some of the better strip clubs I've been to.
Yeah.
Not to say I've been to a lot, but I've been to a couple at least.
First
around
of all,
the
you
country.
can drink in them.
Yeah. You used to be able to smoke cigarettes in that shit.
The beers are reasonably priced.
Yeah.
The cover wasn't outrageous, and it was more like just hanging out at a bar, but there are naked girls
Just go
all
up there,
around.
drop some ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, dude. Yeah. Fucking Washington State strip clubs are fucking bogus, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you can't even drink.
I know. They can only be topless, too.
Is that it, too? They can't take their underwear off? What the fuck is that shit, dude?
And I know some of the, like, there's one in Spokane. It's not even, it is a strip club, I guess. You can drink at it, but
Right.
they have to wear pasties.
So that's fucking lame.
It doesn't leave much to the imagination,
Yeah.
but still, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not a titty if there's no nipple.
You gotta see the nipple, man. They can't chimp you on the fucking nipple, dude. Like, I can get underwear, alright? I get underwear.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta at least be able to see a titty, dude. We went to Florida, and fucking me and
Florida.
yeah, it's not a fucking fun place. we went down there for vacation like 10 years ago, and me and my wife, like, that was kind of our thing for a little bit when we like first turned 21. I was like, oh, let's go to strip clubs, and so we found a strip club down there in like Melbourne, Florida. And the cool I mean, we talk about Oregon strip clubs, and like, you can it's topless, take their bottoms off, and then you could drink. The one we went to in Florida, dude, you could do all that plus smoke cigarettes because it was like 2008 or whatever.
Yeah.
And top that off, you could touch pretty much. You could like have a full on like if you're getting like a personal lap dance. And it was like, damn, dude, that's crazy.
Holly got a lap dance when we were in Portland, and she said that the girl let her touch pretty much wherever.
I believe it, especially if you're doling out that money.
Anytime I've had one, I've always been told, like, keep your hands at your side, don't touch me.
Yeah, fucking Eric. Fucking, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, they let you do it, dude. I mean, you put the money down.
Like, you're like, I might not tell that story.
Yeah. I'll leave Eric to fucking tell that story next time he's on the podcast.
I think I heard the story, though.
Yeah, I barely remember that night, dude. That night was like such a fucking blur, dude. Like, browning out, dude. Like, I hadn't done that, dude, in years, man. And like, it's fun though going out in the town, dude. It's like I miss that.
No, I don't do it often either. Most of the time when I go out, there's a show or something to do. I don't usually go out just to go drink beer at a bar.
Yeah,
it's kind of a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, you get beer cheaper.
Yeah, every now and then on my way home, if I have a bad day at work, I'll stop and get a beer.
So that's what today is, dude. Because
So
I had a shitty day at fucking work. So today's like, let's fucking hang out and drink some fucking beers, Darrin.
Yeah, if I go home in my bad mood though, I bring that bad mood home, and then
no.
just bad energy, and then Holly and I fight, and
yeah, it's better than just to fucking unwind.
So I just go to the bar, have a beer, get put in a better mood, then go home.
Smoke a bowl and shit.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, cause like for the longest time, like not drinking, like you get used to it, but then like once you start drinking again, you realize like the benefits of drinking, cause there are benefits to it. Like, like just having a couple beers like really does like mellow you out and calm. Like, I don't know, because I know like some people when they drink they get fucking angry and shit, but that was never me, dude. Like, I've always been like a pretty happy-go-lucky person whenever I drink, dude.
I'm too. I think I'm easier pissed off. I get pissed off easier if I'm drunk, probably. But no one really pisses me off when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I just think when I do get pissed off, it's a little worse than it would be if I wasn't.
No, I hear that, man. I get cocky if I get really drunk, dude. Like, I just start, when we were in Portland, dude, I remember at one point that I just yelling shit at people. And, like, I talked to Sean Holmes, like, the next day, and I called him up and apologized to him. I was like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't really remember last night. But he's like, he reminded me, he's like, yeah, there was one point you were, like, yelling some shit at some people, like, hey, fuck you, motherfuckers. And, like, I don't know, dude. Like,
That's all fun, though.
Yeah, it is fun.
It doesn't mean it's fun for the people getting yelled at, I guess. But
I guess they just ignore it. I mean, it's fucking Portland, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you hear the stories about, like, all the shit going on down there, dude. It's pretty intense. Like, all the Antifa stories and all that shit, dude.
yeah, like that thing that just happened at Cider Riot with the
Is that dude that got smashed in the head?
Yeah, there was somebody gotten hit in the head with a club.
The journalist?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
These guys showed up in like helmets though and pads. I want to say it was the Proud Boys. It's not though. Patriot Prayer, and
Was that just recently within the last couple weeks? Okay.
Yeah, it was May Day.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I was in Portland though. We went and saw Leftover Crack and Days and Days.
Oh shit.
Really good show.
That sounds like a good show.
I couldn't believe how much trash there is in that town. Just everywhere on the streets. So much trash and litter.
Yeah.
It was dirty.
It's a fucking same with Seattle, dude. Seattle's a dirty fucking town too, man.
Yeah, it is.
I know. I kind of like going to Portland a little bit more than Seattle though. Like,
I do too.
Yeah. It was it's a big city just as much, but it's more flatter, you know,
Yeah.
I guess. But I kind of like the hills, you know, Seattle, I don't know. You get more like skyscrapers and shit in Seattle,
Yeah.
you know.
It's more fun to just walk around in Portland than Seattle.
Yeah. It's a lot of, I don't know. We went to some sushi place when we were down there. It was pretty good.
Yeah, when we went, I left my wallet, not my wallet, my debit card at the strip club.
Oh shit.
I paid for our only round of beers at the strip club, and I don't like keep my tab open because I spend too much.
I
Gets me
always
in
close my
trouble.
tab,
Yeah,
too.
so it's every
Yeah.
drink, I just run it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I left it sitting on the bar as he handed it back when I was signing my receipt, and I never picked it up.
Oh no.
So the next morning, we didn't have any money to get any food. We had all these plans to go to this place and that place,
Right.
and we ended up just walking around Portland until the strip club opened up and I could go back and get my debit card.
What day of the week was it?
It was a Friday, maybe Saturday. See, the show was Friday, so it was a Saturday.
You guys have like
but
a
it was just
local bank?
local Yakima bank. There wasn't one in.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
if
so
there
I
was
couldn't.
one in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't even go to a bank in Portland.
Dude. It's like, fuck you, Yakima Federal
I know.
Savings.
I even checked on my phone because it's not like super local. It's just a small bank.
Right.
They do have other branches.
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I checked on my phone, and the closest one was like a 2-hour drive, and I'm like, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you might as well just wait.
Yeah.
It still sucks though. I mean, like it sucks for the whole day. I mean, if you're just having a fucking.
And I was excited to go to some restaurants there because I'm vegetarian. So here, when I go to restaurants, I have to okay, here are these 4 things on the menu I can eat. Maybe I might have to ask some questions about them. And they have full vegetarian restaurants there, and I miss just being able to open up a menu and just
oh, look at all these options.
what can I get here?
What can I get here? Yeah, 100%, dude. I've always flirted with fucking going vegetarian, dude. I just I don't know, well I'll do good, but then I just my diet lately, dude, has been garbage, dude. It's been garbage.
It's not it wasn't that hard for me. It started out as just I'm kind of against commercial farming and whatnot. So I was still gonna hunt. I was still gonna fish and eat that. I was still gonna my dad raises cows every year. I was still gonna eat that,
Right.
And then going almost 2 years without having the means to hunt, fish, or buy a cow off of somebody. I had no meat, and I was just kind of why at this point? Why go back? Why ever go back to it? I obviously don't need it. I'm doing fine without it. And if there weren't so many good substitutes or alternatives, whatever you want to call them, I don't think I would have made it this long.
What do you normally? What's your go-to?
So if I'm craving meat, there's this brand. I think I don't remember what it's called. I just know what it looks like. Anyways, they have these little fake chicken breast things, and if you cook them right, they're really good. If you cook them wrong, they're really dry. I've learned you got to soak them in oil before you ever cook them, and I've barbecued them and just put sauce on them like you would a barbecued chicken breast. I've even breaded it and fried it. I've done all kinds of stuff with it.
It sounds
So
good.
I eat that stuff a lot, but when I'm not, Or like if I'm craving just a straight up steak, I just do a portobello mushroom. I marinate it and
dude,
season
those are
it.
good.
Marinate it and season it just like I would a steak. Throw it on the grill just like a steak.
Yeah.
And I'll even dip it in steak sauce or horseradish or something.
Dude,
you know?
some A1 sauce on a portobello mushroom.
Yeah.
That would be delicious. Yeah, I've tried the portobello mushrooms. We actually have like those this big old loaf. Like, we have a couple of them still, I think. But we'll do like it's like fake turkey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then we do like the hot dogs too. We have like vegan hot dogs that we'll do. And I don't know, like for the most part, dude, I've always liked vegetarian food. Mm-hmm. It's just the commitment of like cooking for myself. Like I just have such a shitty fucking habit of not doing what I need to do for that.
But just, I mean, like tonight I bought these little cubes of fake chicken and I had made a salad, all these veggies in it and stuff, and threw that on top of it. Made a homemade ranch and it was good.
Homemade ranch, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I love fucking salads, dude. Where do you usually go for produce?
Ray's.
Yeah, dude.
It's cheap and they have the best selection.
That is a free plug for fucking Ray's, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up, like.
And they're local.
I do. Well, you know, like I said, dude. Like I haven't ever committed myself 100% to being, vegetarian. But like when I do get meat, that's where I go to is Ray's.
Yeah.
Like the one up there. Like which one do you go to?
56.
Okay.
Summit View.
I never go to the one on 56. I always go to the one on 72nd.
Yeah, it's closer for you.
I guess like they're all the same though, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, they have I don't know. Everything else though is a little bit, it's pretty much like, more expensive than what you would get at like Walmart. But yeah, produce and meat it's a good fucking place. Do you guys ever hit up like the farmers markets or?
No, I'm always working, and I work right across the street from one of the farmers markets, so I get to just watch it, And like, that'll be over by the time I'm off work. That sucks.
It's like walk out there on your break, dude. Before you go, I gotta hook you up with some garlic though that we have. Is that
your own garlic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We grow our own garlic.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's why I was bringing up the farmers market. Is like, that's one thing like that we're probably gonna be doing next year is like going out on Sundays, like probably like twice a month. I think is what we're looking at, and we're just gonna try to hustle garlic for
Shit, I'd buy it.
So hell yeah.
I know. I've thought about setting up some type of food booth or whatever you want to call it there. Cooking my own food and selling it.
Well, I know the idea of like owning a food truck is like, I don't know. To me, like I've never like, I don't know. Tell me like what your thoughts are like on. You've worked in like the food industry your whole entire like adult life, right?
Well,
for the most part.
For the last 7 years or so.
Hey. Oh, you're good. You're good. We're just recording a podcast.
What was the question again?
Oh, yeah, just like your experience like working in like the food industry. Like, I don't know. I've always enjoyed like working with food. Like I like the idea of cooking, but like I said, like my discipline in terms of like actually applying it and being like, okay, I'm gonna buy the ingredients. I'm gonna like cook every single night, and I don't know, but like the idea of like I don't know if I were to ever like leave. Like, I could see myself, like, working at a restaurant, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I really like waiting tables. I've done everything in a restaurant, from from a dishwasher all the way up to a manager.
Right.
And cooking's fun, but serving's
hard, I would imagine.
It can be. Serving is way more fun, and you can make pretty good money doing it.
Yeah, dude. I always hear waiters tell me, I've always, like, anybody that I've talked to, like, in terms of tips, because I, like, delivered pizza for all those years. And, like, dude, like, your guys' bad night is, like, my best night of the year, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit, I only got $100? Like, no, dude. That's, like, New Year's Eve was always my best day of the year, dude, straight up.
Oh, I bet.
It's fucking Abby, the dog. What's up, Abby? What are you doing?
But yeah, I make more than a lot of college graduates I know. And I don't have that student loan debt.
Dude, me too.
It's something I can't do forever.
Fucking cheers to that, bro. Because like I'm the same vein, dude. I didn't go to college. I fucking just went straight into the workforce. And yeah, straight up, no fucking college debt, dude. Best decision of my life. Yeah. Best decision.
And thing is, I'm 33 now. Even if I did go to college, I don't know what I would do now if I were to go to college. So making that decision at 18 or whatever, like a lot of people do, what they're going to college for is absurd to me. You have no idea who you are at 18, and you're going to go spend a whole bunch of money on something that you think you want to do for the rest of your life.
I remember when I was in high school, like my thing was like video production. So it's like if I would have like earned like an AA or whatever the hell you got to do for I'm gonna work at a TV station, dude. I mean, like if you work your way up, I'm sure you can get a decent amount, dude. But like for the most part, dude, like you're not really doing shit, dude. And then you got all that fucking debt.
Go film the news or edit the news.
You want to get up fucking butt ass early in the morning. Go like that is the worst of the worst. Like when it comes to like local news, local news is the worst.
Yeah.
I think we can agree upon that.
I do watch it every now and then.
I watch it every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I wake up every morning and I don't know. That's like habit, I guess. It's like the newspaper. Like I don't read the newspaper anymore.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed reading the newspaper back when we didn't have fucking smartphones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to read the sports section a lot in the newspaper, I guess. Other than that, I didn't care.
As a kid, I read the paper a lot. I felt like I always liked reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like reading. I always read books when I was Goosebumps.
Goosebumps were the shit, dude.
Mm.
I always liked the dummy one just because I always thought it was a poor man's Chucky.
Yeah.
Like whatever the dummy one was. I forget.
Night is the Living Dummy.
That's it. That's fucking it.
What was his name? Slappy?
Slappy. Have you seen the movies?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. I've seen the second one. I thought they were both decent movies.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Movies. Yeah.
I always liked Jack Black, though.
Yeah, me too. Tenacious D, dude. I remember the first time when I heard them. It was like junior year, fucking Trent. Trent introduced me to two bands that year. It was Tenacious D and his band named Custom. You ever listen to Custom?
No.
Nah, don't. I don't know. Like the CD was all right, I guess, but it was like kind of like it wasn't new metal or anything. It was like I don't know, like Incubus type shit, or something like that.
I don't mind Incubus. They're all right.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. He burned me a copy of it, but yeah, Tenacious D, dude. Jack Black, dude.
Trent gave me a ride somewhere a few years ago, and he was showing me all of the CDs in his car, and I was just like,
a lot of CDs?
No, yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I like your taste in music, though, really. He had a few cool ska bands.
Yeah.
But that aside, I didn't really like anything else that was in there.
Yeah. I know he was a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
Yeah.
I remember that, and like, I don't know. I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I guess. Like, I don't know.
They're weird.
Like, what was the last good album they had? Was it a Stadium Arcadium? Was that it?
Don't know if I could name any of their albums.
I used to be pretty into them, I guess. I don't know. I used to listen to them a decent amount. Like, Californication was a good album.
Yeah, I do remember that album.
Yeah.
My brother owned it. We listened to it a lot.
Yeah, I remember on MTV. That was, like, the only time in my life where I got to watch MTV was, like, 99 when we finally got cable.
Yeah.
And when all those years, everybody was like, oh, Beavis and Butthead, Ren Stimpy. It's like, I didn't get to watch any of that. I didn't get to watch any of that, dude.
I used to get in trouble for watching Beavis and Butthead all the time. My parents wouldn't let me, but we had cable.
Yeah.
So I did. I miss music videos on MTV, though.
Me too.
That's when I was like 7 to probably about 9 years old. That's what I did in the morning. I didn't watch cartoons. I got up and turned on MTV and watched music videos.
Cool, dude.
And we also, in Spokane, we had I'm sure the station was everywhere, but it was called The Box. And while a music video was playing, there was like a list down below of these music videos with codes next to them. You could call a number and punch in the code to vote for the song, and the highest voted song would play next.
Really?
And then the list would start over. And
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Consequently, you got a lot of the repeats,
Yeah.
same song playing over and over. But
yeah. If it's a good song, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's good for a little
It was
bit.
cool.
It's good for a little bit at least, you know. Yeah, I remember seeing the only like punk rock song I ever remember seeing on like MTV. I think it was like MTV2. Was a Blood Clot. I remember seeing the music video for Blood Clot like in like 2001 or whatever the fuck.
You know,
it
I'm
was.
sure I saw some of those, but I don't remember anything till later seeing like Offspring and obviously Green Day and Nirvana and stuff, but not knowing that any of that was punk rock. You know?
Do you remember the day Kurt Cobain died?
No, I don't.
I remember my cousin being like all sad. I was like, I guess we were like 9 when that happened, right? I was like 94. So we're like the same age.
It was, yeah.
I remember my cousin being all sad, and she was like, Kurt Cobain died. And I was like, I don't even know who fucking Kurt Cobain is.
No, I didn't know till later. I liked Nirvana, but I wasn't, I was too young to be a huge fan. And one of my friend's sisters was older. She was in high school, and she was a huge fan. And she had posters up on her bedroom wall, and one of them was Nirvana. And I said something. She's like, "Oh yeah, I was so sad when Kurt Cobain died." That's when I found out. And he had already been dead for probably a year or two at the time.
Yeah, I think I got into them in '99. It was like when I first started listening to Nirvana.
Yeah.
And I remember like going to Off the Record, and was it the Incesticide? The second album.
In Utero. Or no, you're right. It isn't
Yeah.
insecticide. Yeah.
I remember going there and I remember hiding it and off the record because I was like, I'm gonna come back next week when I got my fucking allowance. I'm gonna buy this CD, and I came back and it was still there.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, I remember that was I think the first Nirvana CD I bought. It was either that or Bleach. So those were like the two albums that I had like in high school. I remember I had other people I knew had in like Sean Hill had In Utero and Nevermind, and then I had Incesticide and Bleach.
Yeah, I think I just had Nevermind till I was older.
God, fucking Bleach is such a good album.
Oh, it is.
I'll still go
It
back
is.
and listen to that, dude. Like, I fucking love Nirvana, dude. They're like one of my favorite all
I
time
know.
bands.
Mine too. People can
Yeah.
talk shit, but
Who talks shit? Who
It's-
talks shit about fucking
I
Nirvana?
feel like
though?
they're lying. You know?
Yeah, they're just trying to be cool. Like, fuck Kurt Cobain. So, fuck, he's been dead for like, what? It's gonna be like 30 years here soon?
Something like that.
2 years? Well, like, he died in 94. So, yeah,
So-
okay, 2024. But
Yeah.
91 will be 30 years since fucking Nevermind dropped. That's
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what the craziest thing, dude. Is like, we look back on our childhood and it's like, whoa, that's a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
Like,
So long ago that I can't even remember life without that album.
existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just always been there.
No, dude, it's just weird how like life goes by. I was thinking about that today at work. I was like, fuck, I've been here for 5 fucking years of my life, dude. Like, that's 5 fucking years.
I've been at my job for 6 years all in all. It was I took a 1 year break. I got fired for a year really, and needed a job and came back and he gave me one. But for basically for 6 years I've been working there.
Yeah, it's a
And
long
it's-
time.
Yeah. I am sick of that fucking place though. Every time I walk in, the smell of it, just the
Dude, I hear you, man.
yeah, same shit every day. It's
It
a
gets-
restaurant that's filled with regulars, so I'm waiting on the same people. Half the time I look out there, I see them. I'm like, oh, yep. I just punch in their order. I don't even. they're
Makes
gonna-
it easy, I
yeah,
suppose.
They're gonna order the same
It's
thing
going
every time.
autopilot.
I'm like, oh, $2 tips. This is what they want.
So just give me the coffee and the fucking French toast.
Yeah.
Okay, Sal. All right, calm down. We're not running out of French toast anytime soon, buddy. Nah, dude, it gets monotonous as shit, dude, doing
Yeah.
the same thing over
And
and over.
see, I
and
love
over.
waiting tables, but even if our menu were to rotate, we had a seasonal menu or something.
Yeah.
Something to break it up. And all the dinners come with the same thing, so I'm asking the same questions. They order a steak. I have to ask them super salad, how they want their potato. All these other questions.
How many ways can you order a potato?
Well, just different types of potatoes.
Oh, like, I was thinking like baked potato. That's
You want me
like,
to name them off? I don't
yeah,
want to.
no, dude. You don't have to.
Mashed potatoes, roasted potatoes, fries, hash browns, tater tots, waffle fries, or potato salad.
There you go, dude. There you go.
And I say that several times a day.
Well, it just shows you, the commitment, man.
Yeah.
6 years, dude. You gotta like ingrain that in your fucking head, dude. I always thought that was like the most daunting thing when I first got hired on a Pizza Hut, dude. Was like fucking memorizing the menu. But it's not that hard. Like you
No,
get
it's
it done
not.
pretty
And
quick.
I've done everything in that restaurant. Like I said, I was a manager there. I was also a cook there for a while.
Right.
And so when they ask me, like, how big is this? I know it down to the ounces, Like, I know how many ounces of turkey they're getting on their turkey sandwich. And
How many times do people ask you that?
a lot.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't believe some of the questions I get asked. I've had people ask me, like, how big is your 14-ounce prime rib? It's 14 ounces.
Well, that solves that question.
Yeah.
Well, I won't name the city, but like I can understand that area of like why that, like we're
Yeah.
give me some mashed potatoes, some corn. I don't know. I've never actually been to that restaurant, but I always imagine it's like one of those like home cooked meals type
It is.
atmospheres.
It's meat and potatoes,
Yeah.
It's not. I can tell you the things on the menu you shouldn't order.
Okay.
I won't on this.
No, that's
but
good.
off air,
Off air.
I'll tell you what's good there.
Nice. Yeah. It's good to know that I guess it sustains business for as long as it has.
Yeah, it's like 40 years or something like that.
I remember like I had a friend that lived down in Union Gap. He's like back when we were in like middle school and shit, and I remember his like friend being like, "Oh yeah, I'm washing dishes down at the restaurant." I remember thinking, I was like, "Man, I need a job. Like, I want to wash dishes." I don't know.
I started out there as a dishwasher, and that is one of the worst jobs anyone will ever have.
You think so? I always liked washing dishes for the most
Oh,
part.
I hated it.
Yeah.
You leave soaking wet. hands all pruny. You got to touch
true.
half-eaten food. Use napkins, and
Napkins would be pretty bad.
When I'm busting tables, I won't even touch napkins. I'll grab a fork and scoot it off the table.
Yeah.
So I don't have to touch it, because I've seen people blow their nose in them. I've seen people spit in them. I've seen people hawk loogies into their napkins and then leave them sitting on the table for other people to touch. So I don't touch
That's a pretty
restaurant
dick
napkins.
fucking move for people to be doing that shit, dude.
I will not touch them.
Yeah, dude, like, I guess I didn't have to do, like, actual, like, you know, meal plates, but, I mean, ours was, like, pizza, so it was always crust.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, the napkins I can understand, dude. It's a pain in the ass. I don't know, for the most part, though, like, I always hated it, though, because, like, you always had to fucking do the dishes all the way at the end of the night, dude, and, like, you had to, like, I remember one time our dishwasher fucking broke, so we had to do, like, the 3-tier system with fucking, like, 300 pizza pans, dude, closing at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning, dude. Like, you're not getting out until, like, 4. I mean, I don't know. I like delivered pizza. Like, if I could, like, dream, like, you're talking about, like, opening, like, a food truck or something, like, I would want to open up, like, a fucking a pizza restaurant, sell it by the slice, like, maybe do carry out, but keep it, like, very, you know, like, a pepperoni, you know, a cheese, like, pretty fucking simple, dude.
I have some friends that actually just started
Did you?
something up like that. Yeah,
Nice.
It's called Heroes Pizza.
Is that here in town?
Yeah, and
Nice.
I think he's been at the farmer's market. He's been, like, out front of breweries and whatnot. And see, I always thought you had to get, like, a truck. And then my parents just started, and all they had was a pop-up shade and some tables and ice chests.
Yeah.
And they were able to, you know. And since then, they've gotten other equipment, but it's still, there's no truck. He pulls up his big trailer with the smoker on it and pops up a tent and sells food right from under the tent.
Sorry, I had a text message. That's right. Whatever is clever. It really is a dream, though, dude. Like, you get to work, like, on your own hours.
Yeah.
Like, do you think, is that something that they're able, like, to sustain, just doing that specifically?
My parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, just what they get through the summer will get them, if they're smart about it, will last them all year.
That's fucking awesome, dude. See,
Yeah, they're trying to open up an actual restaurant, though, rather than, you know, so it is year-round. Because right now, like I said, they're just popping up a tent, so it's seasonal.
Yeah.
But my dad was in the military for years. I don't know what happened exactly, but he's not in the military now. And I think that is, like, he's too old. They're like, we can pay a younger guy to do your job, less money.
my dad got forced out of the military.
That's pretty much what it was. It was
Yeah.
a forced retirement.
Yeah.
He says he's retired, but it was a forced retirement.
That's what happened.
So,
Dude, exactly what happened to my dad, too.
so he was fired from the military, really.
Dude, my dad was, like, faking, like, their physicals and shit. So my dad, like, he had 3 heart attacks, and then the 4th one killed him. So, like, he never, like, I don't know, he never, like, cleaned up his shit. And so, like, what they used to do, like, apparently is, like, lie about their physicals, and they wouldn't actually take a true physical. And they just maintain their jobs. You know, they required a yearly physical. But somehow they were able to manipulate the paperwork. And then by, like, 95, dude, it was, like, they caught up to him.
Yeah.
And it was like you said, you know, it's like they forced him into retirement.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all he does now, though. His job was, he worked as a mechanic out on at the training center. So that, you know, now that he's not in the military, he doesn't have a job either. So that's all they do now. And it's awesome. It sucks that he had kids young, so he had to jump into whatever made him money at the time. But it's cool that now, you know, he's not too old yet, and he's finally able to do what he loves doing.
That's awesome.
And that's what I like doing, too. And I feel like I could start something up for myself just similar to what they did.
It would be nice. I mean, I'm just, yeah, man. I'm sick and tired of working for somebody, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
what
want
I'm
a
sick
boss.
of. I don't like it, dude. Like, I'm the same way as you, man. Like, I feel the same exact way, dude. It's just like, I've been doing it for 5 fucking years, and I don't know, dude. Just, like, I'm sick and tired of dealing with customers. Like, customers are fucking assholes. Like, they're all fucking assholes.
Yeah, if I could just cook my own food for people all day long and play music on occasion, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
No one's ever mad about food, dude.
Yeah.
That was always my experience.
And I love
for the most
cooking for
part.
people. I like watching people eat it, though. I'd be
Yeah.
that cook that's, like, popping my head out of the kitchen. Like, you like that? Is it good?
Is it good? Look, fucking gonna give you a thumbs up. And shit, dude. I don't know, man. Well, fucking Darrin Foglesong, I guess that's where we ended.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Anything you want to plug?
No.
No. All right, we're good. We're
I got
good.
nothing coming up, so no.
All right, man. Well, fucking people, you know where to check us out. Thank you for listening. Darrin Foglesong, again, thank you.
Yep. It's fun.
Peace out, bitches.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizot Productions.